So we have a motto at the Center of Innovation inspired by a quote from Abraham Lincoln. He says, if you give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. So we take that and we say, sharpen the axe.
This is recording. Okay, we got everything good.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of DC Sharpen the Axe podcast. I'm your host, Luke Anderson.
I'm your host, James Connolly.
And I'm your guest, Joon Choi.
Yeah,
Welcome.
glad to have you on.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, no problem.
It's been
We're
a minute
excited.
since we recorded, but it's good to
Yes.
be back.
Yeah.
Before we start, let me tell you a funny story, guys. So, this is actually our second time recording the whole exact same thing because this young gentleman here, Luke Anderson, class of 2025, he messed up the audio of the first one. So, he brought me
Dang.
here to do the same thing all again.
It'll be better, though.
Yeah, it's my bad.
I'm
But now
exposing the podcast.
we're getting the best of the best. Don't worry. This
Exactly.
Is,
Might have an episode 2 come around soon after. We'll discuss that.
Yeah.
And I'll make a very important announcement by the end of this podcast.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
Better listen up.
So, June, please introduce yourself. Let us know.
My name is Joon Choi. I was born in Korea, and now I'm here with you guys in America. So I'm a student and an investor. And I believe that my role, my job, is to protect and provide for my family and my brothers and friends.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good. It's great that you have that kind of drive and you actually have like some intention in life. It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long did you live in Korea?
So I lived in Korea until I graduated elementary school.
Okay. And then did you move right from Korea to here?
No, then I went to an international school in Thailand.
Gotcha.
I stayed there for around 3 years. Then I went to Boston. Then I came here.
Wow. So you've been
Wow.
all over.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to move around so much? Was there a reason for that?
I just wanted to experience different things. I just didn't want to stay in the same place for my entire life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of experiences in all those different places.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. Like, various experiences give you various perspectives, and various perspectives give you various answers for the same problem.
That's awesome. That's cool. So your parents are living in Korea now?
Yeah.
So you're with a host family?
Yeah, I'm with a host family. I'm
That's
staying with the Transus, you know, Connor Transu in my grade.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He's been an amazing host brother.
Mm-hmm.
So out of all these places that you've lived in, what would you say is your favorite?
So now that I'm at DC, DC's my favorite place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Maybe I was in some other place. I don't know what the answer's going to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But as of now, DC's your favorite?
hmm
Oh, that's awesome to hear. So June, we talked a little bit about, you sound like you have a lot of drive, a lot of inspiration in your life. So how in your daily life do you sharpen your axe?
So I know that the whole point of the podcast is for you guys to ask me questions and I answer them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But let me ask you guys a question.
All right,
Okay.
let's hear it.
Why does everyone try so hard to go to school and get good grades? To go to college, right?
Yep.
Why does everyone try so hard to go to college? To get a job, right? Why does everyone try so hard to get a job? To make money, to provide for their family and important people, right?
Yeah.
To achieve financial freedom, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
What if I tell you that there's a simple trick that you can perform to just jump ahead to your goal? I'm not saying that going to school is pointless, going to college is pointless, getting a job is pointless. I'm saying that along the journey, this little trick is gonna help you a lot to achieve more things in your life, to get more freedom, to get more experience, to live your full potential and honor God.
So if the trick is so simple, why doesn't everyone just do it? Why isn't it just a new guru that's just giving out advice?
Because at first it sounds so hard, and I had like no one to tell me about it. I was on internet looking for those stuff, reading articles, reading books, watching videos, and the simple trick actually is financial literacy.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, tell us.
So let me give you an example. For example, if a guy, his name's Todd, right here, wants to
Okay.
get a girlfriend, so he's gonna understand how girls work, like how they are, what they think, what they value, what they like, right?
Yep.
Just like that. If you want financial stability and freedom, you're gonna understand how the money works, right?
Yeah.
That's called financial literacy.
Okay, so how did you do that? How did you find that financial literacy and independence?
So first of all, I'm relying on my parents' fund. I don't make my own money, so I'm not financially independent.
Okay.
And but I can say that I'm financially literate because I understand how it works, and I do invest myself. And my goal would be to be financially independent.
Okay. And back to going to the GPA, do you plan on going to college, and do you care about your GPA? Because I feel like we were talking about that and why some students are so focused on that. But what are your thoughts? Do you plan on
So
going
I
to
feel
college?
like it's such a school system. I'm not against this. I'm not against the school system.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that you shouldn't just believe that school's gonna do everything for you. Like your degree is not gonna do everything for you, right?
Yeah.
You have to work on your own skills, own knowledge, own strength, right?
Yeah.
That's just my point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's something that's definitely lost a lot, especially with like you said, the schooling system today. Not that I'm against it, but for people who are just relying on school to do that and not having any of this introspect or self endeavors, then it kind of takes away from that kind of and finding who you are too.
Yeah.
Not everything that you like is going to be found in school, so you have to go out and find things that you like on your own.
Definitely.
That's what life is all about. Finding who ourselves truly are.
Yeah.
Reaching the potential that God has given you, right?
Yeah, for most people, I assume that working 9 to 5 in a little cubicle is not your life's purpose. So
Yeah. And I think also having experiences along the way and being able to tell a fun story at the end of your life, saying that you did everything you wanted to do, and you had the what we're going to talk about, financial independence to do all those things. Yeah.
So what I think is that so for example, if you have 3 plants, one of these little things, you have 3 of these, 3 of these small plants. You give the same water, they get same sunlight, they're in the same soil, but one doesn't grow at all. It doesn't even bloom as flower, blossom as flower. The second one, it does kind of grow, but it's a little crooked and not really healthy.
Okay.
And the third one, this plant, the same seed, the same soil, the same amount of water, the same amount of sunlight, has grown beautifully to bloom marvelous flowers. Which one are you going to like more? Which one do you think are you going to be more proud of? The one with the flower.
Probably the third one.
Just like that. God gave us opportunity to live in this beautiful world that he made, right?
Yeah.
Just like that. I think we should work hard to reach our full potential to honor him.
So how does the plant relate to economics and financials?
Oh, it was about Christianity.
Oh, Christianity. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, not everything has to be
Financial's gonna come
finances,
soon.
James. So, June, you have a lot of these self endeavors that you're talking about. You like to explore on your own. So I'm sure there's a lot of people you follow. Is there a specific person that you really like to listen to, or a favorite quote you have?
Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time. There's one quote by him saying, "Price is what you pay, and the value is what you get."
Could you explain that?
For example, so you're looking for a laptop, right? And you in the laptop you want fast speed, good looking keyboard. I mean, easy to type and lightweight.
Sure.
So there's a laptop A and a laptop B. One costs $3,000 and the other costs $2,000. But doesn't mean that the one that costs $3,000 is better than the one that costs $2,000.
You'd think so, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think so, but that's actually not true, because the price is what you pay and the value is what you get. The laptop B costing significantly less money can give you more value. It can have more features. It can be faster than the laptop A, which is more expensive. Just like that, price is what you pay and value is what you get. So every time you make any purchase, go back and think about this in your head. I'm paying $20 for this product, but what value is this product going to give me? If it's a bowl of Chipotle, I'm paying $12 for this bowl of steak Chipotle. What value does it give me? Is $12 worth it to just for it to fill me up for a while? Or should I go to McDonald's to get a burger meal, which costs less?
Yeah.
I get that.
I think there is a happy balance. You don't have to just everything you buy has to be directly for your sustenance. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of wiggle room in there.
Definitely. And back to influencers, do you have a favorite podcast?
A of course, Luke and James podcast. You know,
Of course, yeah, number one. But
DC Sharp
other
and
than
the
that,
X. Then I listened to Grant Cardone's podcast.
Okay.
So he used to go to college and he used to be a drug addict.
Wow.
Not related to my friend Cortez Cardone, by the way. So this guy,
Wait.
so this guy used to be a drug addict in college, but he decided to live his full potential. He started to get off those sinful stuff and actually work on his life and get to achieve something. So he became the greatest salesman in America, and he's now selling his sales courses. And with that money gathered, he's a real estate investor now. And he's also teaching people how to invest in real estate.
Okay, that's really cool. What led you to be into all these economics and financial freedom and independence? Like, what got you into this? I know you said Warren Buffett and his quote is really impactful for you, but any life experiences?
So when I was young, I used to be very greedy. Since 7, 6, even 2 years old, when I had an option, A or B, I wanted both. But as you know, like, us students get allowances, right? And you can't afford everything that you want. So I just had to find a way to make that money to
Yeah,
afford everything that I want.
that's cool. Yeah.
That's how I started. But now I believe that money is just a tool. It's not what makes you. It's not what you should thrive for. It shouldn't be your goal. It's a tool for freedom and sharing the love. For example, with the same tool, for example, a pen can draw a beautiful drawing and inspire and inspire people, right? But with the same pen, you can stab it in someone's eyes and make that person go blind. And
That is true.
And the person will not be able to see the beautiful world forever.
Yeah.
Just like that, money. If money becomes your goal, it can be very dangerous because you're gonna be chasing false idols, right? But if it becomes a tool for independence, financial freedom, and to provide for your people,
Yeah.
I don't see any problem in that.
So do you think money buys happiness?
I don't think money buys happiness,
Okay.
but money buys freedom for sure.
Yeah, I like that. I actually heard a quote, money buys freedom and freedom brings you happiness. So
Yes, that's what I think.
yeah, I think that was interesting.
yeah. So in the same way, like money is a tool.
Exactly.
So you're using it to achieve. Yeah. So
You said you invested in stocks. You want to share about that too? About how you got into that?
So let me continue on with my story. So I was like, oh, I want all of it. This is not me right now. It was like me a decade ago.
Yeah.
I want all of it. How do I do that? How do I make money? How do I multiply my money? So then I got the answer. You gotta invest.
Yeah.
So when I was young, in like late elementary school, early middle school, I thought investing was like a little gambling thing.
Yeah.
That you put your money in. You either double it or lose everything. But actually, that's not true. Investing, to be specific, in stocks, it's not gambling. It's not just random numbers and alphabets going up and down every single day in Wall Street. It's about owning a piece of a business. So if the business makes profit, the value of the business is going to go up, right? Then since you own the business by holding stock, the value of your stock is going to go up.
Yeah.
But if this business doesn't make money, it's having a bad quarter.
Yeah.
It's having a bad year. For example, because of COVID, they couldn't sell like a lot of stuff. People didn't use their service as much. Then they make less money. The value of the business goes down.
right.
And since you own a stock, the value of your stock goes down as well. So you really have to understand what the business does, and you need to have the ability to predict the future and how it's going to affect the business. For example, if you could predict in the beginning of the Russian war that the gas prices are going to go up, you could have bought a petroleum stock. For example, like Chevron, Occidental Petroleum, or Energy Transfer. If you bought those stock, they would have more than doubled.
But nobody can actually time the market. That's an impossible thing to do.
No, they can't, but everyone has the same access to informations, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you really need the ability to interpret information. Dude, in the 21st century, everything's in the laptop. It's like all in here. It's in the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have the ability to figure out what's real, what's fake, what's important, what's not important, and how do I apply this to my life and my investments.
Yeah. How do you do that? Do you like read articles? Do you do research on different companies? How do you do that?
So, what I like to do is read articles about the modern affairs. For example, U.S. is reaching their debt limit and something's gonna happen. They might go default. If I'm hearing that, I would stay away from bonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. To get actual real life news from the market, I go on like Yahoo Finance and stuff like that to get live articles.
Okay.
But to learn about the general technique and the mind game of investing,
Yeah.
I read old books like Ben Graham's Intelligent Investor, The Richest Man in Babylon, and Think and Grow Rich and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. So personally, do you invest more in like mutual funds or bonds or independent stocks? What do you do?
It depends. There are various type of investments. So investors, one can be a short-term trader, like a short-term investor, a trader, which I don't believe is healthy.
Yeah.
And the
So
other,
you're talking about like day trading, like
day
trading
trading.
and selling within the same day.
Yeah, I don't think
Multiple
that's,
times
I
per
don't
day.
think that's investing. That's gambling.
Yeah. That's I agree with that.
And someone else can be a swing trader, predicting a short-term future of 2 or 3 or 4 years
Mm-hmm.
and making investments accordingly. For example, a swing trader would have heard the news of Russia threatening to start a war, and he would have bought the petroleum stock, the oil gas company stocks. And over the 3 or 4 years, it's going to perform well. And the last one is going to be a long-term trader, just like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett doesn't care. He doesn't care about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
He disregards everything that's happening. He disregards the current events. The only thing he cares about is the business itself,
Yeah.
the value of the business itself. So for example, very recently he bought this semiconductor company called TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Company, and so he looks at the value of the company. He doesn't care if there's a recession coming up. He doesn't care if companies are going to lose money or not. He doesn't care if a lot of people are going to buy chips or not, semiconductor chips or not. He just cares about what the company is capable of, how the executive directors are leading the company, and where the company is going to be in 20, 30, 40, 50, or even a century.
Yeah.
Interesting. So which of those would you like most classify yourself as?
So I'm both of a long-term trader and a swing trader.
Okay.
I divide my whole fund into groups. So one is to just buy and hold forever, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
The other, on the other hand, is to react according to the current affairs in the market.
Right.
Okay. So that's like the more riskier route, short-term gains.
Yes, it's definitely more risky than the long-term account, but that account can make higher returns and it can really help me. I can, by investing with that, by being a swing trader, I can learn how to disguise false and real information from the internet.
That's
and
nice.
how to interpret it and apply it to my life and my investments.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I know Warren Buffett, he was big into mutual funds, which for our viewers at home, that's like buying a part of a bunch of companies. So like the S&P 500 is 500 top companies put into one individual stock that you can buy. So you would think it'd be really expensive, but it's like very, very small percentage of each stock. So I know Warren Buffett bought those because they're very safe because it's the top 500 and it's way less likely to go down. And how he made a lot of his money was from dividends, which is the company, all 500 companies will pay you a certain amount of that stock. So if you have like 1% every quarter, so every 4 months, they pay you 1%. So if you have like $300 in that one stock, 1%, it'd be like $3 per quarter.
So to
which would compound.
add on a little bit, so the dividend rate is not like a set thing. It depends on how well the company does that year and how much the stock has gone up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warren Buffett is actually known for, so once he buys something, he doesn't sell.
Ever?
He doesn't
like
sell.
when does it end? When do you?
He bought Coca-Cola from the 1970s and he still has it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta
Because
be a big one.
the only time you lose money is when you sell your stock. So if you hold on to it, it'll go back up.
If you know the real value of it, if you know that the price it is at right now is not according to the value, you can buy it. Even if it goes down, it's even better. It's cheaper now. The price has gone down. The value is same, but the price
it's
has
on
gone down,
sale.
so you can buy more.
Yeah,
Like it's better.
exactly. I agree.
That's what I meant when I said price is what you pay and value is what you get. A same share of a company can be $50 today and $150 tomorrow, or it could be $200 today and $50 tomorrow, right? The price changes all the time in the stock market, but the value in the company doesn't change that quick. So
Mhm.
you need the ability to analyze and understand the value of the company and make a decision if the price right now is cheap or expensive for the same value.
Yeah, which people get scared when the stock goes up. They get excited and then it goes down, which they tend to sell, which is cutting their losses. But as long as it goes up and down, but it will slowly get higher and higher. But it's when it goes down is when it scares people the most.
Mm-hmm.
1970s, the oil crisis, right? And the 2008, the financial crisis, the real estate market crisis. Every single time where there was a recession or economic crisis, the stock would plummet. It would hit the bottom. But if you look at it at a 5-year, 10-year, 20-year, a 50-year span, it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up
Mm.
because of inflation.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you guys obviously have a lot more experience with all of this, I don't know, buying stocks and whatnot. So for someone like me as a beginner, like what do you think would be a good like first step into this world?
So the first step into the world would be just looking back at what you're doing and how you're living.
Hmm.
Just look at what you're wearing. Like, what products do you use? Like, what products do you buy?
Mm-hmm.
What food do you eat? What businesses do you use their service? And you're gonna look them up on Google. For example, if you buy something on Amazon, for example, you buy like a laptop from Amazon, you go on your computer, you go on your laptop and look up Amazon stock. And there's gonna have like those weird candle chart graphs and weird PER, PBR, weird numbers and everything. It's gonna be really confusing in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna have to go on YouTube or book or article or whatever, any source in the internet to explain to you how the stock market works, what it is, how to buy stocks and how to sell them, and why it's important to have them.
Yeah. And it may sound like scary to some viewers at home, buying stocks, giving away your money. But there was actually a study done when they had chimpanzees throw darts at a dartboard, and there were different companies on the board. And so the chimpanzees would throw the dart, and wherever it landed, they would buy I think $5,000 into that stock, and they would see how it would do over like a year span. And they found out that the money tripled, multiple. It was crazy. It's a really interesting study, which you guys can look up on your own. But it's like just kind of luck of the draw. Nobody can actually time the market. So
Yeah, right.
yeah. And Warren Buffett, he owns like Dairy Queen and McDonald's. He actually eats there like every day. Just support his own company. It's a funny thing.
Exactly. If you watch one of his documentary videos, he like pulls up to the McDonald's and goes
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna get the cheaper meal set because the market's not doing well."
Yeah,
today."
I've seen
and
that.
was cracking up
Yeah.
after watching that. Man. That was so fun.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So the announcement that I'm gonna make is that for you, people like you, Luke, who's really interested in the stock market and making investments, a lot of them just don't know where to start because it's
Yeah.
complicated and it's hard. Just like me, like 5 years ago, I didn't know anyone who could teach me this. I wish I did. So that's why I'm making this investment club at DC. So I don't know when it's gonna be, but we're gonna make a certain lunch block. We can all gather, and I'm gonna teach you how the stock market works, how money works, and after learning about the market, you all of you are gonna make individual investments, and every week we're gonna gather together and make a presentation about
Okay.
your investments this week
Mm-hmm.
and your learnings this week, and share it with the group.
Are we gonna do real money or like pretend money?
Real money,
Real money.
Wow,
Okay.
real money, your
That'll be-
own money, though, not my money.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be
Yeah,
fun.
sure. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. That would definitely be helpful for me
Mhm.
as a beginner.
I would definitely be into that. And I could name a handful of students that'd be into that too.
So I'm gonna make an announcement at the assembly pretty soon. So make sure to tune in and sign your name down the sign-up sheet as soon as possible, because the spots are gonna miss.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Be filling
You're
up.
gonna be running out of spots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. I already have like 6 people who's like willing to join right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Definitely.
So June, another like business or little endeavor that you were telling me about is JA. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, JA stands for Junior Achievement. So the program is basically about gathering high school students from all over Pennsylvania or even the world, and really giving them the hands-on experience of starting a business. So the company that I am part of is called Bonsai, We sell bonsai trees, and we're trying
Oh,
to
that's
bond
awesome.
people with the tree.
That's really cool.
Oh,
We're trying
I
to
gotcha.
bond people with the nature, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
We're gonna bring outside inside.
that's cool.
So just like that, if you're really interested in entrepreneurship and everything, I really recommend you to join that company
Yeah.
because you might be thinking like, oh, it's one of those corny high school entrepreneurship program that nothing gets achieved. No, we operate as a company. We have a CEO, we have a CFO, we have a CMO, and we have everything. And
So
we
where do you
also-
fall in that bracket?
I'm the best salesman of the company.
I'm glad. That's good. It's
Nice.
good to hear.
I'm
Michael
Mr.
Scott.
I'm Mr. Miyagi. I'm selling.
Yeah,
I'm selling
exactly.
bonsai trees.
Mr.
Whoa.
Miyagi.
You know who he is?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
Karate Kid.
So like, it actually operates as a company. So we actually sold stocks to people, and I own 40% of the company,
Wow.
and I like tripled my money
So
already.
you guys are making real
Wow.
profit?
Yeah, I
That's
tripled
awesome.
my money already.
Wow.
So how can
Congrats.
I invest?
It's not open anymore.
Isn't it like registration in the summer or like at the beginning of the school year?
It's for sure before Thanksgiving, probably like around.
Oh, okay. So it's in the school during the school year.
August, September,
Oh, okay.
October,
gotcha.
somewhere around like that. You gotta wait until next year. You
Yeah,
guys
I'll be
gotta
doing it
join
next
I
year.
will
Definitely.
definitely do it.
Yeah,
My-
you guys
Yeah,
gotta
from what
join
you've
me,
said,
yeah.
it sounds
I've known
really
people
interesting.
that have done it and they've had a lot of fun doing it and learned a lot.
And I mean, you're making money, so how could I say
Dude,
no?
I noticed your sister was in it.
Yeah, she
dude,
was.
she was in on one of the old commercial videos.
Yeah,
that
she had
JNA
I forget what company she had.
She had like those car cleaning kits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she
Anyways,
was in it.
y'all probably don't know what we're talking about. So. Anyways, you gotta join.
So June, is there any final word you would like to leave the viewers with?
So before we finish, I'm gonna give all you guys a homework. Go to home, tell your parents that you want to start investing, and tell them to make you a custodial stock brokerage account,
Mm-hmm.
and bring that to the investing club.
I love that. It's great.
So could you explain like what what that is? Because
So basically, in America, in my knowledge, teenagers are not allowed to have their own stock account, stock exchange account. So they have to get one linked to their parents. So technically, it's yours, but whatever move or whatever investment you're trying to make, you got to get it approved by your parents.
Yeah.
That's how that account works.
okay,
Yeah, anybody can do it.
you just sign up online.
You can either do it online or you can go to the actual bank branch. For example, you can go to JP Morgan, you can go to Bank of America, any bank that has a investing segment of it. For example, JP Morgan has Chase, Bank of America has Merrill Lynch, and Fidelity has Fidelity.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that cost money to actually set up?
It doesn't cost money to set up, but as you trade stocks,
Right,
they're gonna
yeah.
take a small portion of the trade as a trading fee, and that's how they make their profit.
That makes sense.
So this is the end of the first episode with Joon Choi.
Second one coming out soon.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Second one, we're actually going to talk about the practical, the actual financial of how the world works and how you should apply in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, big stuff coming.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Thank you, June. It was
June, it's very good to have you on.
fun having you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no
of
problem.
Yeah, very good. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
listening.
See
Have
ya.
a good one.